There's a screen. Hero for three. The Eraser grabs a board. The Eraser's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Fires the three. Knocks it down from distance. The Eraser's got 35 in the game.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Looking to win the run. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Here's Sarr, averaging around 6 a game. The offensive rebound.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Wiggins for three. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And that's it for the first quarter in what has been a very lopsided game. Miami out in front, delivering the blowout. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Heat to be in. What do you guys think?
Well, I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
On the floor for Utah, getting going in the second. Tyler Hero is out there with George. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Finley in at the three.
And slammed that thing through.
A nasty two-hander.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Caldwell passes to the Eraser. Here's Sarr. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Hall's checked in for Miami. Here's George, coming off a 22-point game against Houston.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
Wiggins outside. He drops it from range. Wiggins got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And he drives in.
Yeah, no question Van Vliet was going to find his man. He has excellent court vision.
And so Hero will bring it up for Utah. You know, Grant and Van Vliet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A. Van Vliet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. But no wonder nothing seems to faze him.
Pass to Wiggins. Now here's Hero. Tightly guarded. Back to Wiggins. There's a screen. Rebound by the Heat.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
George against Van Vliet. Here's the three. Hero, no good.
Well, he started out with 3 triples in the first quarter, but he hasn't been able to connect from distance here in the second.
Pass to Hall. Here's the Eraser. He's guarded by Hero. Here's the Eraser. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Finley passes to Wiggins. Down low. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? The Jazz have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Hero on the wing. Van Vliet against George. For 3. Takes the 3. Miami grabs the miss. The Eraser's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Van Vliet, the pass to the Eraser. There's the 3. And another one! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
George outside. Wiggins for 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Wiggins got 6 here in the quarter.
Shutout from beyond the arc in the first quarter. He's now got 2 for the game.
Here's the Eraser. Yet another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Hero outside. The 3. Rebound Miami. Pass to the Eraser. Here's Strawther. Here's the Eraser. And again for 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Utah has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. BA?
One step ahead, Allie. Thanks. And got it! Another basket! That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Here's Hero. Deflected! Here's Strawther. He had 10 points in the win against the Mavericks in Dallas. Puts up a deep 3. Good. He hits again. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
George scanning the floor. Out left to the wing. Wiggins outside. Back to Hero. Shot clock at 5. Here's George. And another miss by Utah.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
And for Utah, they're shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. All right, Stan, as you look around the league, who stands out as the best perimeter defender right now?
There's so many good ones. OG Anunoby might be the most versatile. Drew Holiday, Derek White, KCP. Don't forget about guys like Aaron Gordon and Herb Jones, also outstanding.
Hero, no good.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
He's dropping the 3 ball with incredible consistency. What a barrage here in the first half.
And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Finley. Wiggins with it from the arc. On target from range. Wiggins got 9 points now in the quarter.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Here's Hero. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Hero's got 13 now.
You got to do more than that to stop Hero. He's superb at staying under control.
There's the drive. Another bucket. Wow.
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Here's the Eraser. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
So for Miami, Giannis Antetokounmpo checked in for Hall, and it's Poole in for Fred VanVleet. Hero outside. Lots of room. The eraser grabs a board.
Can't get anything to go this period. Seems like he's hit a wall.
Pass to Sarr. Lays it up and banks it in. Sarr's got his third basket on the night right there.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
And here is Green. Pierce, the pass to Hero. Here's Green. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Jordan Poole.
And for Green, it's about trying to be consistent. He has talent, and he needs to play to his strengths.
The Heat making a switch here. Towns is checked in. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
Utah's gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Outside Tatum. The 3 is up. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to the eraser. Back to Towns. Here's the eraser. Now Antetokounmpo. Clock at 6. That one goes in.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Here's Pierce. Yet to see a basket. Green for 3. And it's Miami with a rebound. Sarr's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to the eraser. Up the floor. And it's powered home by Towns.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And for the Jazz, they're shooting just 31% in today's game. Not great. Now here's Green. Outside Tatum. Back to Green. They set the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hero for 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. The eraser's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Another one falls. Amazing.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition.
Picks up his 3rd foul. We'll see now what coach decides to do from here.
Thompson, he's checked in for Towns. The Jazz making a switch here. Here's Kennedy. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. 1:20 left in the second. Pass to Sarr. Here's the eraser. Hounded by Tatum. Oh, connects again. And there it is. 82 points.
This is a game that he will never forget. I know I won't.
George passes to Tatum. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Puts up a deep 3. And the Heat, another 3.
And that's just Giannis making the right play, feeding the open man.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And here's Green from the arc. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The eraser, the pass to Sarr. Here's the eraser. To the middle. The kick out to Poole. Pass to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Launches it. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Outside Tatum. Can they get it? The shot won't fall. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Miami out in front, running away with it. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
39. Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
Hi everyone, let's start things off by checking out the Player of the Month award recipients. You know, I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Man, you know what? It is pretty unreal they pay us to do this. Did I say that out loud?
Wait, you guys get paid?
Well, yeah, we wouldn't sit here and deal with you for free.
Gotta call my agent now.
Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Heat.
They've been in.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, Jordan Poole out there with Thompson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's the eraser in at the three, the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Green's gone just 1 of 6 shooting so far. It's Poole on the wing, and the ball out of play. The Jazz will have it. And while we have a moment, a look at the league leaders in fast break points over the last 10 games. In third, the Heat.
Over the last few weeks, they've been high flying, getting up and down the court with conviction.
George with it. No made baskets yet. Banked it in off the glass.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Getting buckets at a critical time. Just give them the ball and let them go to work.
George passes to Tatum. Here's Pierce. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. First team foul.
There's Tatum with the 3. Thompson pulls it in.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Yeah, strong flush from Towns. I like whenever he plays with an edge inside.
Now Green. He's got 5.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Poole, the pass to the eraser. Back to Poole, beyond the arc. They get it back, pass to the eraser. Inside. Towns for 3. Utah grabs the miss. Outside Tatum, launches a 3. Kicks it to George. Fires from deep. Counted from distance. George has got 5 points.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Here's the eraser, pounded by Tatum. And it's the eraser missing. The Jazz have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Tatum. A clear look for Green. Rebound Miami. Thompson's got rebound number 7 tonight. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Towns. Good! And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him tonight. Pass to Tatum. Takes a 3. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to the eraser. This one for 3. Oh, another one falls.
90 points, a legendary performance.
We will be talking about this one for a long, long time. Pass to Tatum. Green for 3. Nails it from 3. Give him 8.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And stolen by Green. Thompson with the block. And he gets it back. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Miami. Following this game, they host the Magic. That'll be their second of a 5-game stretch at home.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession. Well, he's just not himself right now. He's getting decent opportunities like this one, but just failing to convert.
Pass to the eraser. 3-pointer. Thompson's shot is off.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Tatum from long range. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 8 rebounds in the game. To the inside. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Antetokounmpo has got 14.
Defense puts good pressure on Giannis inside, but he just refuses to back off and gets it to go.
Utah with another miss.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And that one's good. Poole.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
A nice shot by Tatum.
You can see the confidence building now that he's found his mark from 3 in this second half. The defense is going to have to do a better job.
From 8 feet, Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. For Miami, they've gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this half.
Well, it's easy to see why they continue to call his number. He's delivered, and he's the leading scorer in this game.
On the wing, Tatum. Wide open. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. 12 points for him.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
George outside. Pass to Kennedy. Back to George. The 3. Rebound Miami.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Count it.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Utah shooting 39% from the field in the third. There's a screen for 3. George. Rebound Miami. The Erasers got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Antetokounmpo surveys. Offline with a 3. Utah shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. Antetokounmpo with the block. Pass to the Eraser. Back to Antetokounmpo. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Miami.
Well, their shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You gotta love that intensity.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
To the paint. Here's Pierce. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Towns right side. Thompson outside. Here's the Eraser. Connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. Pass to Poole. Lets it go from the wing. And again, it's Miami converting.
Well, he's shooting a high percentage, but not taking enough shots, in my opinion. He needs to be more aggressive on offense.
Outside Tatum. Jacks up a 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Thompson finds Antetokounmpo. The baseline J is off the mark.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Utah shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And that one falls for Tatum. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Sars checked in for Miami. Strawther comes in for Poole.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. And it's Green with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Tipped away. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Pass to Strawther. Here's the Eraser. And here is Antetokounmpo. 18 points for him. That shot wide open.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Green with the ball. There's Tatum with the three. He's off on that one. Antetokounmpo outside. That one's true, and that's 9 for 12 for him now.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Well, you look at all the turnovers. Boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
Here's Pierce. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Just 5 to shoot. For three, George. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Down low. Back to Antetokounmpo. And that one goes. Now 10 for 13 on the night.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
George draws the double. Pass to Kennedy. On the wing, Green. And another miss by Utah.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And you could see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
George for three. Giannis with the rebound.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Antetokounmpo's got 26 points. They're having very little success right now.
And they really could take a different approach, right? Find something that works.
Now here's George. He's got 5. And here's Green from the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Green's got 11 points.
You love the confidence Green has. He wastes no time going up with the shot.
Here's the eraser. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Utah shooting just 36% in the third. Tatum with it, guarded by Antetokounmpo. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Thompson against George. To the middle. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Excellent tempo on the play, and he leads his teammate perfectly.
And it's good! He hits another one!
And this game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. And so it's Miami, making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. Really mucking it up on defense. Active hands, multiple efforts, forcing turnovers. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth. They've got Tyler Hero. He's out there with Collier. And it's Tatum in at the small forward position. Well, the Jazz shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. Hero finds Tatum. And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this.
Timeout called, the Jazz.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
You know what time it is, you fans. Make some noise for your Heat Breaker Dance Crew. your Hoop Breaker dance crew. Let's give them another big hand.
On offense, here's Utah. It's George on the wing, guarded by Van Vliet. Fast break, Miami. Here's Strother. Yet another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
He's doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
George outside. Pass to Hero. Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
The kick out to Van Vliet. Pure from three-point range.
They've been unable to get guys back up court.
And so Hero will bring it up for Utah. They have yet to score here in the fourth. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Utah with another miss. And here are the Heat. They've scored 10 straight. From deep, Sarr. And the Heat, another three.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
The Jazz have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Pass to the eraser. From deep three-point land. The long-distance three is buried. The eraser's got 6 in the quarter.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Wiggins. Rebound Miami. The eraser's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. It's stolen by Tatum. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Ball violation. Jump ball. Sacramento.
The eraser, the pass to Hall. Here's the eraser. And yes, another basket.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Here's Hero. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
And Hero understands his role in this offense, and he knows when he should look to score.
To the inside. Here's the eraser. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Wiggins finds Tatum. Shoots from the line. Yep, that one goes.
All of a sudden, he's balling. Halftime adjustments successful so far.
Here's the eraser. The shot, no good. Nice D from Tatum. Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Off the mark there with a three.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's the eraser. Good! Another from three. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
On the wing, Tatum. All sorts of time. Tatum with another miss.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Pass to the eraser. Fires at the elbow. Again, the Heat score.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Wiggins looking around. Knocks down the long J.
Yeah, from the perimeter, Wiggins can be very, very efficient. You just can't allow him to find those looks.
Here's the eraser. Shakes off strong D and gets to the bucket for 2 points.
And not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly when his team needs it.
Tatum from long range. rebound Miami.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
And it's time for an injury report.
The head athletic trainer for Utah is providing some information. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound good at all. He's likely going to be out for a while. Rotations, game plans, and minute distribution will all need to be readjusted while he's out of the lineup.
All right, Allie, thank you. Sadly, that's not the news fans were hoping for, guys.
Definitely not. Seems like he's got a long, tough road ahead of him.
That's just awful news. You really feel for the guy, and you know everyone in the NBA family is wishing him a speedy recovery.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Wiggins outside. Utah with another miss.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Here's the eraser. And good! There's another!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. And it's Tatum missing.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Utah's gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. No good. Had a chance to end the run there.
Just too many missed threes for him tonight. He must be sharper here down the stretch. Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it from out there.
Stan, as a coach and now a broadcaster, you've gotten to visit all the great cities the NBA has to offer. Can you give us a favorite?
So, Brian, you're going to try to get me in trouble here. I'm gonna give you one city and offend 29 other fan bases. Not a chance. I love all the NBA cities.
Not like you not to take a stance. Green for 3. And Keontae George gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
Three-pointer. He got it again! Sensational!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. To the wing on the left. Here's Kennedy. The eraser grabs a board. And it's Miami's ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Pass to Sarr. Oh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Second team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
For the Jazz, Tatum. 2.
Good on both.
Well, he might have been a little passive in the first half, but that's changed. I like this more aggressive approach.
Hits yet again. Wow.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Green for 3. Hits a three-pointer. Green's got 9 points now in the second half.
Well, he's making a concerted effort to use the three-point shot here in the second half. Only 1 in the first, 3 since the break.
And Grant, while we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure it out after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. The Jazz shooting only 31% in the game. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Miami Heat. On Monday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic.
And for that game against the Pacers, on paper, they should be expected to come away with a win. However, this might be one of those trap games if they aren't fully engaged.
Miami making a switch here. Goodwin's checked in. Pass to the eraser. Here's Sarr. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Pierce. Pierce has got 6 rebounds in the game. And here's George. Tatum passes to George. No good with the triple.
Might be time for a little different approach. This shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
To the wing, right side. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from deep. Goodwin's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding him.
He's caught fire from beyond the arc here, and he's really got it going in the second half.
Here's the eraser. And again for 3. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
There's Tatum with the 3. Doesn't go for him. So it's Miami now. Here's the eraser. And again, it's Miami from deep. And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. Outside Tatum. The 3 is up. That won't go either for Tatum.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Caldwell. Here's Goodwin. Launches it from deep. And that one's good. The eraser. 1:50 left in the fourth quarter. And so it's Utah with it. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And he caps off the break. monster slam.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Now here's George. Will it go? Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 15 rebounds here tonight.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Heat.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And with this win, they will now have 52 victories for the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And what a huge performance it was for the Eraser.
What a night. Doing it all. A triple-double. It takes a special player to do that. You have to enjoy watching this guy play.
Clock at 4. Green for 3. And he can't get that one. Here's Christie. George defending. Nice shot by Christie.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Here's Kennedy. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
Sends it home from three-point land.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
What a two-way play.
Yet another steal from him.
And I can't believe what he's doing on defense. I mean, just racking up steals.
He just tied for the 4th most steals in a game ever. So it's the Heat winning this one easily. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.